Hey guys, and how about we watch Iron Man vs. Lex Luthor Death Battle. Now, this is an old death battle, but I got a specific request to watch it, so you know what, why not? I actually came in, started recording my reactions to the episode immediately after this one. I started with Beast vs. Goliath. Technically, I started with Boba Fett vs. Samus Aran and Akuma vs. Shang Tsung. I think I released Rogue vs. Wonder Woman, but either way, those are all outdated. But either way, I started with Beast vs. Goliath, and I'm gonna tell you a secret, I wanted to start with Iron Man vs. Lex Luthor. I feel like that would have boosted me a tiny little bit, not enough to make a difference anymore. But, you know, starting with Beast vs. Goliath wasn't my favorite. Beast vs. Goliath, even to this day, frankly, is one of my least favorite death battles. It was very anticlimactic, I suppose. But this one I do know about, as you know. I mean, I use its footage. This is the only death battle reaction that I'm willing to disclose that will not be blind. So far. I mean, if you guys want me to do reactions to all the previous death battles, I can, but again, they won't be blind. I don't feel comfortable giving a prediction because I already know who will win. I'm just here to be amazed at Torian's work and sort of watch the analyses. Since there's no prediction, is there even a good rhyme? I don't know. But either way, let's start our show.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by SGC, the greatest party in gaming, going down July 17th through 19th in Frisco, Texas. Head to sgconvention.com for more details.
Technology. It improves our lives, lets you watch cool shows on the internet, and sometimes it can help you to rival gods.
Let's Iron Man, the Armored Avenger.
And Lex Luthor, arch-nemesis of Superman.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Death battle! I genuinely do like the old look better. But I did watch the most recent Death Battle cast, so I know why they did what they did.
There's Anthony Edward Stark.
Please, he prefers Tony.
Howard and Maria Stark ruled a $9 billion...
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
They could have
Just seeing that, I forgot.
Except a child.
Then Howard met an alien who decided to build a baby for them.
Fearing humanity would perish to more advanced alien races, this child was genetically engineered to lead the world to a new tech age. What? That was Arno Stark. We don't speak of him. When Howard and Maria were disappointed with what they created, they adopted Tony instead.
Nice.
The secret origin to Tony Stark. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Despite not being the alien-engineered child of prodigy, Tony's gifted intelligence and world-changing destiny were obvious at an early age. He graduated from MIT with top honors and a physics and engineering double major when he was just 19 years old.
But since this is a superhero origin, it wasn't long before tragedy struck.
Yeah, I did watch the most recent Death Battle cast, so I know why they changed it. Personally, I did like the grittier effect. Although the new one doesn't look bad. It has grown on me.
Fortune at his fingertips, Tony pursued a life of reckless indulgence and mechanical tinkering. War was his income.
I forgot how young Robert Downey Jr. looked in the original Iron Man.
Open with a shrapnel-filled irony bomb.
Held captive by terrorists in Afghanistan, Tony learned the bomb left shrapnel in his heart, which would kill him in a week. The terrorists gave Tony an ultimatum: construct weapons for them and receive treatment, or be left to die.
But being Tony Stark, he chose door number 3. He built a space-age pacemaker to save his own life, and then built a mech suit around it and murdered his way to freedom. This taught Stark one of life's most important lessons. Heroes aren't born, they're built. A lesson which also made for a pretty sweet tagline.
My turn.
They say that's a tagline. I wouldn't even count that as a tagline. I mean, I don't know.
Upon returning to America, he nullified all weapons development at Stark Industries and dedicated his life to saving the world. in his own
My turn, that isn't even... that isn't original.
Charity and being kind to your neighbor, Tony became a one-man army of justice and began creating a new and improved armored suit that the public would eventually dub Iron Man. And then he made another one, and another one, and another, and then he made like a shitload more.
The Iron Man suits are numerous, but they typically come with a common base set of tools. Generally composed of a gold titanium alloy, his standard suits have the strength to lift up to 100 tons.
57 individual, like, models?
Intelligence system called Jarvis, which controls his weaponry and can...
Although, for some reason, some different suits are categorized under the same model, and some have just weird models.
An EMP, and the Iron Man staple.
Weird model numbers.
These repulsor blasts draw power directly
I did research on this, very bare bones, but, you know, I did research on it. Not for Death Battle, but yeah.
Most commonly, these are fired from the palms of his suit.
But if the situation calls for a bit more firepower, he can blast an even larger beam directly from his chest piece. Unibeam!
All of these features come standard in his most often used suit, Model 13, the modular armor.
This armor specializes in adaptability, allowing Tony to swap out its individual pieces for one suited to the mission at hand. Oh, and it also has an extra casing known as Iron Man Armor Model 14. But you can just call it Hulkbuster.
As the name implies, this upgrade was built to...
There are too many Hulkbusters to even count. Well, I mean, actually, there's like 5.
In addition to the strength of the modular armor,
then there's the Squirrel Buster, the Thor Buster. At least I call it the Squirrel Buster. Technically, it didn't get a name. There's the Phoenix Killer.
Advanced armor yet comes in the form of his Endosim armor. Part metal, part scary space alien parasite. Tony can summon it telepathically, use it to imprison his foes, and even suck up electromagnetic fields. Electricity.
It can take hits from Storm's lightning and shoot repulsor beams so powerful they can injure metahumans who are normally able to absorb energy.
Although Tony is a mere man who finds himself fighting with and against unimaginably powerful beings, he has proven time and time again that technology can compete with the world's greatest superheroes.
He can survive blows from Thor's hammer, hold his own against Captain America, and move faster than an extremist-enhanced superhuman's eye can track.
I mean, in 1v1, I think he could beat Captain America.
His opponent's next move and withstand the fury of several nuclear bombs. Do not underestimate the Golden Avenger.
That being said, for all their power, the Iron Man suits are hardly flawless.
They've been known to malfunction in life-threatening ways and consume too much power too quickly, leaving Tony helpless.
Tony frequently pushes his suit and his body to their absolute limits and past them. And his reckless head-first mentality is responsible for landing him in trouble just as much as it is for getting him out of it. This has led to him setting off a civil war between superheroes and pissing off the all-powerful Phoenix Force into killing Charles Xavier.
What? Charles? But he's the Iron Man.
And he
Charles.
once built a device capable of releasing 20,000 megatons of atomic energy. That's 3 times more than all of the Earth's known nuclear weapons combined.
And then he just blasted it straight into the ground! All because he wanted to see what was at the Earth's core.
It didn't work out. But Tony's most diabolical nemesis isn't
Wait, hold on.
or even Ultron.
It didn't even occur to me. That's
Alcoholism.
so... that's so immature and irresponsible. Which I guess is sort of like Tony.
Superman is among the most powerful characters in all of fiction. He can destroy planets, withstand supernovas, and fly faster than light itself.
What kind of person could possibly be the arch nemesis to someone like him? He'd have to be like a god made of magic kryptonite.
Wrong! Nope. Just a mortal man with a passion for business, swindling, and green trench coats. Lex Luthor. Alexander Joseph Luthor began his rise to the top from the very bottom. As a child, he lived in a rundown section of Metropolis called the Suicide Slum.
IQ immeasurable. Somehow I feel like that's an exaggeration.
Yeah, willpower and some good old-fashioned social Darwinism. His parents died in a car crash when their car's brakes failed, leaving Lex alone. Don't feel bad for a second. He used their life insurance money to get out of the ghetto and start his own company. And he's the one who rigged their brakes!
Although founded through some legally questionable means, the infamous LexCorp successfully spread its influence throughout virtually all of Metropolis. In time, Lex came to practically run the city itself. Taking ownership of nearly every media outlet, Luthor's positive public image went practically unopposed.
But everything changed when the Man of Tomorrow showed up.
In Lex's eyes, Superman was a massive issue for mankind. If humans no longer had to solve problems themselves, they would surely become a weaker race, completely dependent upon this otherworldly savior.
So, Lex began
I mean,
his crusade to
still
remove
not a
the
bad
equation.
mentality. That is very true.
Insert himself as the ruler.
Although there are a lot of
Lex is a
human,
cunning strategist and
like
mechanical
Batman, I'm
genius
sure
who
he
prefers to place
is
his
somewhat
opponents in
fond
unwinnable
of, because
situations.
Batman
However, if physical
made
strength
himself
is
powerful
required,
enough
he dons the mighty war suit.
to go up
Must
against
I
Superman.
remind you of my superiority?
The war suit is a powerful battle armor created by Superman's other arch-nemesis, the alien god known as Darkseid. And it's been further enhanced by Luthor's
Hopefully
own
we'll be
design.
seeing him pretty
Forged in
soon.
the fiery pits of apocalypse, Lex's warsuit is no ordinary piece of machinery, despite its less than sleek appearance. It comes equipped with force fields, gauntlet blades, a giant kryptonite axe, and energy blasts powered by kryptonite generators.
It can also fly and has enough strength and durability to go up against Superman himself.
Despite how capable the warsuit is, you may feel it has an obvious weak spot. The giant hole where his head is. But old Q-Ball's chrome dome is actually protected by an invisible force field. He just wants his opponents to know exactly who's beating the shit out of him.
Hello, sunshine.
Lex's weaponry goes beyond an alien metal suit. In addition to his brilliant strategic mind, he has also surrounded the Earth with dozens of
Oh, yeah, I
satellites
forgot
bearing
about that.
his name.
Yeah.
Their purpose? A gigantic game of space laser hot potato.
Injustice is so
Multi-billionaire, it's
ridiculous.
no surprise that Lex's accomplishments match the expectations. He's equaled Deathstroke in combat, stabbed Supergirl, snapped Brainiac's neck, and defeated Power Girl in a single stroke.
You can't blame him. I mean, I don't think anyone could handle more than a single stroke with Power Girl.
However, Lex is not solely dependent on his war suit. He sometimes subjects himself to a kryptonite steroid, which has made him much stronger than an ordinary human. Capable of surviving wounds nobody reasonably should.
Yeah, like the time when a giant gorilla shot him in the chest with a sniper rifle, knocking him out of a helicopter off the edge of a cliff and landing headfirst in a canyon. He was up and banging his robot chick in like a day. Oh yeah, he built a robot version of Lois Lane for, you know, sex and murder.
Because Lex always wants what he cannot have. And his know-how with robotics goes past insane and into absurd. While confined to a prison cell, he built a talking, flying robot that reads Moby Dick at such a high frequency, it carved out an escape route through the floor itself.
What?
Including perfectly shaped stairs.
I forgot
But
that
most
too.
diabolical of all, when no one was looking, Lex Luthor took 40 cakes. He took 40 cakes! That's as many as 4 tens. That's terrible.
Strange thing is, that's actually officially canon.
Bastard. Luthor's hatred of Superman and drive
40
to win are
cakes.
stronger than any machine he could
40
create.
cakes.
Take, for example, the time Superman threw a satellite at LexCorp Tower, bringing the building down on top of poor old Lex. This left the guy with half his face ripped off, all 4 limbs blasted away, and he was impaled in 5 different places. Even like that, he still refused Superman's help. Wiz, if that ever happens to me, do me a solid and kill yourself in front of me so my dream of outliving you is complete.
Never gonna happen. But it's also that same cocky independence that serves as Lex's greatest downfall. When he merged with the Zone Child,
Whoa!
it's not what you think. He gained, and I quote, infinite power.
And a secure spot on somebody's watch list.
The only catch was he could not use this power to harm others. But because all he wanted to do was kill Superman, he tried it anyway.
So Superman just straight up punched the god out of him.
Well, that's hardly accurate.
Come on, how else would you describe that?
Fair enough. Even so, when the Earth is threatened, you can count on Lex Luthor to look his enemies in the eye and fight for his people. And then exploit the hell out of him afterward.
You know what happens when you take on Lex Luthor? The same thing that's gonna happen to Superman.
He really didn't like that
Alright, the
weird
combatants are
pimple
set.
thing.
Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, we don't want you to have horrible, earth-shattering regret by missing the best party in gaming. So we're gonna tell you about
Oh look, I missed the best party in gaming.
SGC, the
By
greatest
2
party in
years.
gaming, is
3
back to rock
years.
the Southwest for its 5th year.
Hosted by Screw Attack, SGC is an event that you don't want to miss out on. We're talking 3 days of non-stop gaming in our massive free-play arcade and console game room.
Tons of panels with all your favorite internet celebrities, including Peanut Butter Gamer, Rooster Teeth, Funhouse, Pro Jared, Kinda Funny, and even a Dragon Ball Z Funimation voice actors reunion, where you'll be able to meet your favorite Dragon Ball voices like Goku, Vegeta, and more.
Not to mention that we're hosting a death battle panel where we'll be showing an all-new, highly requested episode live.
And that's just scratching the surface of what SGZ has to offer. So don't miss out on the fun and excitement. Head over to sgconvention.com using the link in the description and
Hold
pre-order
on,
your ticket.
didn't it turn out
But first, it's time for
that the highly requested matchup was the rematch between Goku and Superman? I think I'm right in that. And that poor guy, he tried so hard. You know, one thing that I always wonder about these 3D renderings, I hope to learn at some point in the future, how come sometimes in Torian's animations the backgrounds get really grainy?
What a joke.
Sometime in the future I hope to figure out why that is. What is it about the rendering process that does that?
What's that you got there? Oh, yeah. It's mine. I'll send you the bill.
Actually, sir, I should probably remind you, the contents of this warehouse belongs in this box.
Pepper?
I'll forward the estimated damages fee to her account.
Great. Be discreet about it.
One of us has to be.
Remember my face, Stark. It'll be the last thing you ever see.
And yeah, even some of Tony's movements make him look a little bit grainy. I don't know.
His systems are confusing my targeting. Also, adding 2 million to your chances.
Not now, Jarvis. What have we got here?
I am having difficulty determining the suit's alloy. Alien, perhaps.
My suit is invincible.
How about this part?
Yup.
I thought you were smart.
Hey, you're the one who looks like a giant rusty trash can with legs. No judging.
That was a really weak Gundam. Let's just be honest here. That Gundam
Sir, I estimate
broke with
that
a
will be
single
583
Iron Man getting
million
thrown
dollar
into
fee.
it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That one's on here. Here we go. Activate the EMP.
What? Possible.
All right. Come to mama. Heave-ho!
Wait, is that the...
That one might actually make a dent in your wallet.
What are you talking about? It's just a car.
But it's the Batmobile.
Seriously? What kind of car was that? Where do I get one of those?
Wake up, sunshine.
Watch your left.
Wait, hold on. He has a car like that. He has the Transformer armor, as I call it. It looks like a Hulkbuster, but it transforms into a car.
Smashing.
Tony literally made that once. I don't know if that happened after this.
No problem, pal. Thanks for the suit.
Like, after this death battle came out. You know, one thing I genuinely will miss is, not original. I don't know. All death battles moving forward, they said, will have fully original music. And now we know that they're even replacing Invader for the intro.
Power is at 15% and dropping fast.
I'll miss music from video games and things like that. Like, right, this music from a game.
Power at 10%.
Pretty sure, at least.
You are nothing. Jarvis, reroute all power to the arm and leg hydraulics.
I have seen true power. You are nothing more than another ant to crush under my... How about that?
Good night, cue ball. What's going on?
He was really confident that his power would run out right then.
You're just like all the
Imagine if that
rest,
hadn't happened.
building a suit to
Lex's
save
arm
the
would have just
world
been
and trying to
crushed.
play God.
Probably.
Let me tell you something, Stark. There's only one man in the world fit to play such a role. Me.
And this is from an anime. This song in particular. I found the anime.
I don't know
how much I like it.
Being a
But
god
yeah.
can't be too hard. I mean, I'm the most intelligent, capable person on
And
the
this
planet.
is probably the most
I'm not
epic moment in
playing
all of
God.
Death Battle.
All this time, I've been playing human.
Ultimately, I really feel bad for Lex in the end. How much of a chance do you really stand with this armor being able to absorb electricity?
What? What did you take?
Everything.
Turned into Arnold Schwarzenegger for a second there, didn't you, Lex?
Here's the big one. That was Pepper's building, wasn't it?
Phone call from Miss Potts.
Tell her I'm not here. I'm jogging.
Already answered, sir.
Tony,
Hi, Pepper. How are you?
why did Jarvis just deposit $5 billion for collateral damage?
I'm not here. I'm jogging.
Oh yeah, and the
Both
big
Tony
gun.
and
I
Lex
forget what it's
possess
called.
Incredible pieces of technology, but only one was naturally prepared for anything. Although it's true that Lex could trade blows with Superman in his war suit, the only reason he ever lasted as long as he did is because many of its weapons are based on kryptonite. Great for battling Kryptonians, only okay against everybody else.
Yes, the war suit could take hits from Superman, making it more than a match for even the Hulkbuster's power. But even against the very enemy it was designed to kill, the war suit only lasts so long.
Iron Man's greatest advantage was being able to adapt his strategy by remotely summoning and changing suits.
Yeah.
The Endosim in particular could counter nearly anything Lex could throw at it.
Plus, Iron Man has far more actual combat experience. Lex treated physical combat as a last resort, beneath him, while Tony straight up enjoys it. Lex just wasn't suited for this battle.
The winner is Iron Man.
And like I said, already know the next time.
Next time on Death Battle.
Shunned by society. Beasts by nature. Also, I just wanted to say, the death battle itself is pretty good. It's just the animation and stuff, eh.
Click that like button and subscribe to our channel for more Death Battle.
But right now, click the images on your screen to check out 1 Minute Melee Mega Man vs.
Oh yeah, this was back when 1 Minute Melee was hosted on Screw Attack.
That shit is crazy. Plus, maybe we'll feed our intern.
Thanks for watching.
Why you have to do Jocelyn like that? Okay, so, not much changed. I did forget about the 40 cakes. I'm surprised that I forgot about the 40 cakes. That was a funny joke then. It's a funny joke now. Lex Luthor stole 40 cakes, guys. Not messing around here. He stole 40 cakes. That's a serious crime. Forget trying to kill Superman. The real crime is the 40 cakes. Some starving orphans could have eaten those cakes. Maybe it was the birthday of 40 children. You never know. He took the cakes anyway. Okay, I'm dragging it out too long. Anyway, the death battle was good. I remembered it as good. I really am curious about the little grainy effect, because at the start of the death battle, when Tony was in his normal Iron Man suit, it was really prevalent. More so than I remembered it being. If anyone in the comments could explain it to me, then I'd be very grateful, but I don't expect to get an answer in the comments of this video. I might have to look into it myself. But either way, it is an interesting thing for me, so I will figure it out at some point in my life. Obviously, I agree with the matchup. It's not very fair when you actually think about the separate abilities of the suits. Again, what was Lex gonna do against a suit that just drains electricity? Okay, so if you liked the video, you can leave a like down there. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, then you can subscribe to my channel, and I will see all of you in the next video.